In the joyful village of Udedeke, laughter floated like music through the air. Children ran barefoot along the dusty road, chasing butterflies with smiles on their faces. Women danced with their wrappers swaying as drums rolled in the distance. It was a village where even the wind seemed to hum a happy tune. But happiness, they say, is a fruit that envy loves to bite. In this same village lived a boy named Budodo. He was only 5 years old, yet as bright as the morning sun, with laughter that could melt even a warrior's heart. The boy had ways of making even the saddest soul to smile again. As he walked along the bush path that morning, someone cried out in a loud voice, "Jealousy!" Budodo turned around and yelled with a cheerful smile on his face, "The twin brother of envy!" The villagers laughed, for that was Budodo's nickname that made him very famous in Udedeke. And so, Budodo maintained his cheerful personality. Wherever he went, joy followed, but in the shadows, envy grew. His stepmother watched him with bitterness in her eyes. "If this boy shines," she whispered to herself, "what will happen to my own children?" One evening, as the drums echoed through Udedeke, she stirred poison into Budodo's food. Little Budodo ate that evening, not knowing that death was already dancing upon his tongue. That night, darkness fell, not just upon the village, but upon his soul. He tossed and turned in his bed, trapped in terrible dreams. He saw fire trying to consume him, and shadows whispering, "Give up! Give up! The night is stronger than you!" But then a gentle voice rose above the noise, his late mother's soft whisper, "My son, your name means God is my strength. Hold it close. Don't give up." Budodo fought. He wrestled the shadows of death, fell and rose again, until finally he stood tall, unarmed. By morning, when the cock crowed, he stepped out of the hut, full of life. Immediately he came out of the hut, someone yelled, "Jealousy! The twin brother of envy!" Budodo yelled back while smiling. Suddenly, a sharp sting hit his ankle. He fell to the ground, screaming in pain. His legs swelled, his belly grew round, and soon he could barely move. The villagers gathered, whispering, "Who has offended the gods? Has this boy walked where he should not?" But no one suspected the serpent under their own roof, his stepmother. By afternoon, when Budodo's breath grew weak, a vision came to him. His mother appeared, glowing like morning dew. "Go behind our hut," she said. "Pluck 7 green leaves, chew them, and you shall live, my son." Budodo dragged himself outside, did as he was told, and by sunset the pain was gone. He rose again, strong as thunder after rain. The next morning, the entire village of Udedeke gathered at the market square to see the boy who had defeated death. Drummers came, women danced, and men shouted, "The gods have healed this child." That day, when the villagers saw Budodo walking through the street, they clapped their hands and shouted with laughter, "Jealousy!" Budodo, with a playful grin and a sparkle in his eyes, shouted back, "The twin brother of envy, who can destroy an entire village in the twinkle of an eye." The crowd burst into laughter. Even the old chief priest laughed so hard that he never knew when he dropped his staff. Soon, Budodo's saying became the talk of Udedeke. Children used it when quarreling, women used it when gossiping, and men used it to mock each other in the palm wine joint. If someone got jealous of another's new wrapper, people would tease, "Ah, jealousy!" And someone would reply, "The twin brother of envy who can destroy an entire village in a twinkle of an eye." Even travelers passing through the village learned to say it. It became a chant that filled the air with laughter, and a reminder that jealousy never wins. That same night, Budodo's stepmother, who had once tried to harm him, cried out in pain. Her legs swelled, her stomach rose, and before dawn, the chief priest stood outside their hut looking so angry. "Woman," he thundered, "confess your evil now, or you will not see the sunrise." Trembling, she cried, "Yes, I poisoned the boy. I was jealous he would be greater than my own children." The villagers were surprised. "The gods have spoken," they cried. By morning, she was banished from Udedeke, never to return. As for Budodo, he grew into a man whose laughter healed broken hearts, whose story gave hope. Every child threatened by envy, every dream poisoned by hatred, he became living proof that no evil can bury a shining destiny. The story of Budodo teaches that jealousy and envy are twins that danced with destruction. They began as whispers in the heart, but if left unchecked, they can burn an entire village in a twinkle of an eye. It reminds the villagers that true greatness never competes, it shines quietly, and that no poison, no hatred, no darkness can bury a destiny that carries light.